Hey guys, it's Meg. I am back this week with a new tarot reading video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading, so there's going to be an oracle portion and the tarot portion. We'll get into some messages, whatever we need to see at this time. I'm really, really excited to be back. As some of you may have seen, I've been away from filming, but there's been some circumstances that have needed to be addressed, and I will explain that in a minute. But before I get into the cards and what's been going on, I do want to say that if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. I have also included links to my social media if you want to get in touch with me outside of YouTube, but also I've included a list of the decks I'm using for this reading and a timestamp because there is going to be a bonus reading for this video as well. So there's all of that. Where have I been? Well, I decided to take a couple of weeks away from filming and away from making some of my other art stuff because I had a lot of work suddenly come up around my blog. And if you follow the links in the description, you'll be able to find that. But yeah, there was a lot that suddenly came up that needed to be done. I have some circumstances ahead of this video coming up as well, meaning that I'm going to be doing a lot of writing projects. I'm going to be traveling in November, and I'm usually doing that because family, family stuff. If you're outside of the states, there's a holiday that comes up. So I wanted to get as much work as I could out of the way before all of these things started happening. And I'm glad to say I'm done with most of the outstanding work. I can take some time and, come back to my usual routine. So that's making reading videos, that's doing other visual art sort of things. And I'm really excited that I have the time to be back and doing things. I'm sorry I'm shaking the camera. In any case, I'm back. Most of the work is done. I still have a few things that I need to round out, but that shouldn't take too long. I can fit it in with other stuff. So yeah, here we go. Here we go to the cards. I'm really excited to share the message with you that you are meant to see today. If you find this video, this is meant for you. Thank you for being here, and I'm giving this reading in a word of gratitude for your friendship, for you're here. Thank you. Let's see what we need to see. Okay. All right, give me a minute to get some oracle cards out for you. If you are new and have never seen a reading with me before, I like to start with oracle cards as a way of getting an idea of basic energy going on in the reading, and then we'll clarify and get specific with our with the tarot. I don't think I meant, yes, I did mention it. There's a list of the decks I've used for this reading. Okay. All right, let's see what we got to see here. Okay. Okay. So to start with our oracle energy, let's start from the bottom here. We have the turtle, which asks us to be joyful and trusting. Okay, is our turtle. We have tuning the heart. This represents boundaries, insights, and pure potential. Okay. All right. We have beautiful uncaging. Okay. That's interesting. And we have come together. Okay. So what's interesting here, I'm going to say it like this here. There's a dichotomy between, it feels like there's a dichotomy between you and how you interact with a group of people. I'm getting here this come together card, but we'll explain how I'm getting there in a minute. There's, for you in specific, there's a call for you to release and uncage yourself from whatever it is that's making you upset, that's holding you back. I'm hearing this Eight of Cups energy coming through, and the Eight of Cups in the tarot generally means that you're leaving behind disappointments and going for another area to be in that may make you happier, right? That's how I'm getting this beautiful encaging is like, you know what, I'm done over here. I'm going to let this go over here and move forward. Okay, this could be releasing yourself from something that has been self-imposed, right? Something that you're doing to yourself that's holding you back. Okay, that's again with that release energy. And you're doing that by tapping into your joyful energy, your happy energy. You're tuning your heart to the possibilities and the insights that you're set to gain from letting go, right? Okay, let's go to that. Now, how this works in respects to you being in a group. Okay, you have this come together card. This could potentially be relationships. This could be work situations that you're finally seeing the go ahead to do this project. Something has given you a reason to say yes, right? Something in this has given you a reason to say yes. Okay, and the people are seeing this effort. Okay, people are seeing this effort. They're saying, wow, they've really worked hard. You've really worked hard. We want to praise you. We want to acknowledge that effort because what you've gone through hasn't been easy. It hasn't been, it hasn't been easy. But we're here for you, and we're proud of you for doing this work. Okay, basically this is your support system coming around you, because doing this work has not been easy. It's forced you to look at things that you didn't want to look at before. But in order to figure out what's held you back from your joy, you've had to tune your heart to, what's possible on the other side of this uncaging. The doors are opening up, and it's finally time for you to take the leap of faith. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what we need to see for our tarot. How can we supplement what we're seeing in the tarot? All right, Mr. Oracle. We're going to use our tarot to figure out what else we need to see. Okay. All right. Okay, one more shuffle out of this. I'm going to see what we got to see. Okay. More shuffle. All right. To start off, we have the Chariot. We're starting off strong here. So there's been some clarity that has come in for us. We're definitely very sure about doing this work, okay? Because we're being shown that something, yeah, there's a benefit that we're being shown here, okay? Okay, yeah, there's a benefit we're being shown here in that, we've had to juggle, a lot. Actually, I did this wrong. Hold on here. Okay, so this moving on aspect has become clear to us because we've been in a place of this extreme pain. This is heartache. This is this heartache, this pain, this suffering. It's over, right? It's over. We're moving on from it, and we're clear about how we're going to do that. Okay. And we're finally in a place where we can take action on it. We don't have to sit. We don't have to rest on our laurels. There could have been a time where that was called for because it's like we've just taken this massive blow, right? And it's like, yeah, we need to chill. We need to give ourselves a chance to chill. Now that's like, okay, we've chilled enough. Doors open. Let's get out of the house. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right? There's that. What else? What's our hidden energy here? Okay. The Two of Cups. Okay. This could be, I'm sensing this is relationship. This is a relationship issue for some of you. Okay. Because we're finally figuring out what caused us to feel pain in the past. Okay. What caused us to feel pain in the past, and how are we reaching out now? Okay. Getting here, this come together card. Okay. But this Two of Cups card, there's an integration of the things you picked up from past relationships that didn't work. It's like, wow, that person really didn't jive with my energy. I know not to go seeking for this kind of thing in relationships. There's, what's on your heart, what's in your mind, how to take the two and make them work together, even if it doesn't make sense to work together. You know how to take what you know and what you feel, not necessarily react to those thoughts and feelings. Okay, even though, that could be coming through this reactivity here. But you're figuring out what works now, what didn't work in the past, and how you're blending that information together. Okay, specifically in relationships, but again, that might not resonate with everybody. So if that's what you're feeling, that probably resonates. Take it as you will. Okay. So there's our hidden energy. Okay. And our clarifying energy for that is the Star. There's still some things that are slightly murky about the situation. You're not sure how it's going to pan out, because it could, unfortunately, end with this heartache, this Three of Swords energy. I don't know. I'm not here to assume anything. But the sense that I get in this is that you're sure that you want to move forward on this. Okay. You're very clear that yes, this feels right to me. I don't know how the rest of this is going to pan out. I don't know if we're going to end badly, if we're going to continue to make things be able to work. But I know that I have a light to move forward with. Okay. I know I have a means of navigating this now, whereas potentially before I didn't. Okay. All right. Let's pause there and get into, see how we can clarify this. Clarify what we're seeing here. We already have a bunch of cards popping out here. So to clarify our chariot, we have the King of Swords. Okay, so there's some authority being taken in this situation, specifically over our thoughts on the situation. Okay, we find, yeah, because this clarity aspect is coming through really strongly here with the king. Okay, this is something we're sure of. This is something we have potentially been waiting for a long time. Okay, we've had to work on our healing, but yeah, there's we're moving forward. We're sure we want to move forward, but we're doing it in a way that's smart, that's observant. And remember our boundaries. Remember our boundary card here. We're the smarts, this observance that we're doing is in an effort to keep our boundaries intact. So we know that we don't have to cross a line with ourselves, with this other person, especially if we've had hurts come into it in the past. Those are things we're incredibly sure of now. Okay, you cannot shake this thought that's like, yeah, you can't move me off of this. You can't get me to budge away from what I know. Okay, there's that. But we also know that things can change, right? You also know that things have they can change really quickly, right? Your road you're on can detour in a way you didn't think it would. That doesn't shake you, though. That doesn't shake you. Remember that it's like, yeah, you're seeing it happening, but it's like, okay, we're turning in a way I didn't expect to. Let's stop. Let's pause. Let's recalibrate. Okay. And that way, our star, our compass is still going to align where we need it to. Okay. Okay. Let's see how we can clarify our Three of Swords. Why are we seeing the Three of Swords here? Okay. We're seeing our Three of Swords here. Okay. So we're seeing our Three of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. Now, normally this would be a very joyful card. I do think there is something to do with your support system coming through here. There could be some of the reason this Three of Swords may be coming up here is because there's someone in your circle, in your group, that might not be so happy to see you growing up. They're not happy to see you entering into this relationship. There's something they're not excuse me, there's something that isn't necessarily, there's something that isn't necessarily okay with them about what you're trying to do. And I don't think they're necessarily saying it to your face. They're certainly not saying it out loud, but there's a part of their energy that's grimy, that's gross, that doesn't necessarily I'm getting the image of someone clapping on the sidelines, but they're rolling their eyes as they're clapping their hands. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling with this here. But you're also getting the Queen of Swords coming out with this as well. There's something walled off about this energy, which is why it could be this Three of Swords. And this walled off feeling could either be because they're hurting or because they're just not happy to see you in your situation. They're not happy to see you so sure of yourself. Okay, and that could be. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Something about that's funky. Something about that's funky. If you find that you're resonating with that, keep an eye out. Don't be overly suspicious, but if you get the sense that there's someone in your group that's not totally with you on what you want to do, maybe there needs to be a talk. Maybe there needs to be some pause and separation so you guys can reflect on it. Be protective of your boundaries, of your personhood, but also know that there's another side to this coin. Okay. Ooh, I hope that makes sense. Let's move on. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords and see what we need to see. Okay. Okay. So we got two cards flipped over right off the bat. We have the Ten of Cups. Okay, and we have the Page of Swords. So let's start with our our Ten of Cups here. So our Knight of Swords, we're finally taking action on our happiness, right? On what's going to bring us, we're taking action on what's going to bring us emotional overflow, this deep sense of peace, happiness, love, satiety. We're finally taking action on that, okay? And attached with this, there is potential material abundance coming into this as well. Material abundance, potential, a lot of growth. A lot of growth because we put in the work. We've done the work and we're starting to see payoff. There's going to be a lot of options coming in for us now that we're finally being like, yes, I'm saying yes, I'm gonna do the thing. Here's what's gonna happen. There's a lot of really good, happy things coming in for you. Okay. Because you've finally chosen to take action. That your energy is wide open. Okay, that doesn't mean don't not be protective. Mind your boundaries. Okay, I'm gonna bring up this tuning the heart. Okay, this queen here. Be protective and mind your boundaries. But know that the doors are open and you've done the power to turn the knob and step outside. right? Let's see our Two of Cups. Two of Cups, please. What do we need to see? Okay, I'm going to tell you what. I haven't filmed in a little bit, so the energy is feeling a bit spicy here. But let's see. I'm liking this spicy, so let's see how our Two of Cups can be clarified here. Here's our Two of Cups. Okay, we're going to start with the Ace of Cups. We're seeing the Two of Cups because there is an opportunity in this for us to grow. There's an opportunity for us to grow emotionally, spiritually. There's, this page of Pentacles energy is coming back to mind. So it's a lot of growth happening. Okay, I just had a thought. We're going to go back to our Three of Swords real quick here. Remember how I said there was that blocked energy with this other person? They really don't like you seeing glowing. They don't like to see you glow up. Okay? There's a lot of this blooming, very strong energy coming forward from you. But this other person's like, why? Why do you want to do that? Why do you get to do that? Where am I in all of this? Well, you're on your own separate journey. Okay? This other person, this Three of Swords energy, this person with that heartache, they're deliberately holding themselves back, or there's an energy around them that isn't, it's ready to be healed. They're not ready to do the work. Okay? You're doing the work. You're doing the work. And you have so many excellent rewards coming forward. Okay? There's your excellent rewards. You're doing the work. Okay? And you should be proud of yourself for doing that work, because you have so many opportunities now to really dig in and understand what it is that you need to do to keep moving forward. Okay? Ace of Cups. Okay? We also have the Two of Swords. Well, that's interesting. Two of Swords. You will always have choices to make. You will always be presented with options. Okay? And there's still a feeling of a little bit of hesitation. Okay? Because there's things, we don't have the whole picture all of the time. We're human. We're not perfect. Our brains don't function perfectly. They function, right? But they don't function perfectly. We're not using the whole muscle in there. Is the brain a muscle? We're not using the whole of it, is what I'm trying to say. So we're not getting the full picture all of the time. Okay? There will be times where you have to step back and observe your situation so you can gather more information about it. Okay? So you don't have to be hesitant, right? And it's okay not to know things. You can say in a situation, I'm sorry, I don't have all of the pieces yet. I need to do more research about the situation. But I say that, I think you've had to work to get there. Okay? And this is where your Ace of Cups energy is coming in. This is where your Ace of Cups energy is coming in. This is where your Two of Cups is blending what you know and what you're learning. All of that's helping you figure out what you need to make the choices you need to make, right? So there's that. Let's see our star energy. Let me shuffle that again. Not too thrilled with that. Right, okay. All right. So to start here, we have the Page of Chalices in reverse, which to me suggests there might be a little bit of emotional immaturity coming through. Again, because this is a growing opportunity, you're learning, you're making, you're making some decisions, or you may have made decisions in the past from a place of reactivity rather than logic, or like you've been reactive rather than analytical. This is likely in a past situation, okay? But now that you've done this growing, this changing, this blending, right? Two of Cups energy, this integration, you're starting to see like, oh, maybe I don't have to explode over here. Maybe I don't have to just rush in. I can pause, I can take a minute to observe and analyze and figure out what's going to be the best option for me. Okay. This is where you're starting. All right. You started small. We'll work on getting this Page of Chalices right side up. Okay. Okay. There's that. Let's see. Okay, and we have the 8 of Coins. So yeah, you put in the work. You're still putting in the work, but it's going to start seeing payoff, right? You haven't known. You're seeing payoff, okay? Because you've become clear about your path forward. You know what you're gonna do next, okay? Now it's a matter of integrating the lessons you've learned, getting yourself to a place where you're safe to move forward in spite of what is happening with other people potentially in your situation. And you don't have to be reactive. You don't have to lose who you are in the situation because somebody else doesn't like what you're doing. Okay? Okay, I think that makes sense. You know what? I'm okay. If you need to pause and take a water break, please do so. Meant to mention that earlier, but okay, all right. We're just going to dive right into the next portion of the reading and see what we're coming up with. So to start here, this is pretty dang cool. We have the Star. Okay. We have the Star. We have the Page of Cups upright. Okay, and we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. So let's go back to this other person here. Okay. Someone does not like you glowing up. Someone really, really dislikes this aspect of your journey. Okay. I have a video saved on my Instagram where I guess it's on a podcast or some such thing, where the two people are talking and the one person is saying, well, the most common thing that I get asked in my talks is, why don't people like that I'm glowing up? And the answer that this person gave was that the reason some people don't like you glowing up is because you're killing off the person they love. I will look at my Instagram and see who may have said that. I'm not sure. I don't think it's credited in that video, which is a no-no. Do your due diligence there. But there's a person in your space that doesn't like you glowing up because to them, you're the person they love already. You don't need to change. But you're feeling the sense of like, I need to do this. I need to do this. I don't want to stay potentially emotionally immature. I have all of these good and beautiful things coming to me. Okay. I have a lot of things to offer in terms of my emotions, how I'm feeling. I can say what I need to say. I can name my big feelings if I'm having them. Okay. And that's giving you so much energy, so much newness, so many reasons to be able to navigate the dark if you're feeling like things are muddy, right? But this person is so much in their own head, so much in their own pain that they're potentially undermining you. And I don't like saying that because if you're resonating with that, I don't know the people you may be involved with, or the people you may have interactions with. Okay, you know that, you know how to protect yourself. Okay, and actually that could be the problem too, because now that you're clear on your boundaries, now that you're clear about how you're going to do things, it's like this person can't get to you anymore. They can try insulting you, they can try being underhanded and mean, but it's bouncing off, right? It's very silly analogy here. I'm going to admit this, but it's like telling someone I am rubber, you are glue, whatever bounces off of me sticks to you. That's the energy that I'm getting with this. And it's frustrating them. It really is pissing them off because it's like, well, what happened? Why can I not do these little nitpicky things to you? Why can't I keep you in your spot? Because your spot, you've outgrown it. You've outgrown it. Okay? That little goldfish in the cup is going to outgrow it. It's going to outgrow it. This page of cups may have a lot of emotions to offer, a lot of it may have a lot of emotions to offer, but it knows who to offer it to. And this person is like, I guess they feel cut out of that, and that's why they're getting angry. But you also know that this person probably isn't the healthiest person to keep around. Okay. Okay. So let's see some hidden energy. Yeah. You have the Magician as your hidden energy, and you have the Nine of Cups as your clarifying energy. So, yeah, this person really does not like that you've tapped into your magic and you've tapped into your sense of well-being. Okay? These little nitpicky things that this person is doing to you aren't affecting you like they used to. And this person is seeing it. They know it's like, I'm not bringing them down like I used to be able to. The reason for that is because you know what you're about. You know what you're capable of. You know your self-worth. Your value is not tied up in this person's estimation of you. Right? Your happiness, is not tied up in this person's estimation of you. Okay? And on top of that, you know your tribe, you know your people, you know who's going to support you, who's going to be there for you when this person isn't or can't be. Okay? All right. Let's move on to the final portion of this reading, and we'll see what we need to see here. Okay. See what we need to see. We also have our bonus reading, so if you are interested in that, again, the timestamp is in the description. All right. One more shuffle here. Okay. So we have, we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords. We have the Five of Cups. Okay, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so let me frame it like this. There's been some anxiety, there's been some disappointments, and there's definitely been a bit of disillusionment in this situation. I think you know who this Seven of Swords person is. Where is it at? You know who this person is, right? You definitely know who this person is, and it's wildly disappointing to think that the person that you thought would have your back actually doesn't have your back. That's sad. That's really upsetting. And I'm sorry if you're experiencing something like that. Okay. But your clarity, the fact that you have the Magician, the Nine of Cups, these really positive, healthy cards coming forward for you. That's suggesting to me that you acknowledge this situation, you acknowledge the disappointment, you acknowledge the anxiety that comes from it, but it's not holding you back. It's definitely not holding you back. There may have been a point where it may have, okay, because remember our Page of Cups in reverse, but that doesn't mean that it's going to do that now. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't mean it's going to do that for you now. It just means that you're better able to address how this situation with this person makes you feel. Okay. All right. So let's see some hidden energy here. Oh, okay. Hidden energy here. You have your Queen of Wands. Yeah, your light hasn't diminished in this. It's you, like I said, you acknowledge the disappointment with this person. Okay. You know, it's like you know what's going on, and it's like, wow, that sucks. But okay, we're here. Let's address it. Okay. Yeah, your light hasn't been diminished in this. It hasn't gone away. Okay. Whereas before, you might have felt really sad. You may have really felt like, wow, the world as I know it is different. And it's probably true. The world as you know it is probably different. But now it's like, yeah, this changed. This moved on. You have the Knight of Wands coming out as well. It changed. My light is no different. My light is still shining. My light is still burning. I'm still going to be able to nurture the things that I really enjoy doing, that I really care about, right? I'm still going to move forward on those things, and I'm still going to be able to grow and make things happen for myself in spite of someone trying to bring me down. Okay, I think that's enough said on that one. Let's get into our bonus reading and see what else we need to see. Maybe there's a new little story to come out, but let's see what it is we need to see for our bonus reading. So to start with our oracle, we have the goat. This is asking us to act from your innate wisdom. Okay. All right. We have the tiger's eye and celestial gold rebirthed. This represents courage, liberation, and healing the heart. Okay. All right. Here we go. We have a tall tale. Okay. And we have flying. Okay. Immediately I'm seeing, or I'm hearing, seeing things from a bird's eye view. Okay. Because we're flying here. We're genuinely, okay, two things. One, either you are traveling by plane, so you're able to look down over everything. I don't suggest doing that if you're afraid of heights, so maybe that won't resonate with you. But guess who's afraid of heights over here? Anyway, back to the reading here. There's something in your situation that you're kind of seeing from a wide angle here. You're seeing all aspects of it. Okay, you're gathering data, you're collecting information about the situation here, and you're tapping into this wisdom about yourself so you can heal the parts of you that might not have you might not have thought to heal in the past, or you've come to a point where it's time to address it, but you haven't known how, and that's where you're taking the larger viewpoint on it. Okay. Now again, because if you clicked over from the bonus or from the main reading, there's something here in your situation. You've been too close to it. So now that you're taking the bird's eye view of it, it's like, oh, now I'm seeing things for what they actually are, rather than what it looked like up close. Okay. So our tarot, okay, we have the Page of Wands. Okay, we have the Ace of Coins. Interesting. We have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. And we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Right. Gotta let something go. Something's hurt you, and it's okay to acknowledge it, but it's not okay to hold on to it. Don't make this pain your identity. Don't make whatever hurt you, whatever backstabbed you, whatever betrayed you, don't make that your identity. You don't have to identify with that. Okay. This is over. It happened. Let's acknowledge it happened, but put it in a box, shove it off the back of a boat, go feed it to Loch Ness, do whatever, get rid of it. It doesn't have to hold on. You don't have to hold on to this. Okay. Okay. There's that. Let's address our Page of Wands and our Ace of Coins. The minute you let these go is the minute you're going to start discovering that things are just going to bloom. They're going to grow. They're going to come. They're going to germinate. Whatever it is you planted the seeds on, you're gonna finally be able to see the fruits of your labor coming forward. Now that doesn't mean it's complete. This process is by no means complete because you just planted the seed in the ground. Okay. It's going to take some nurturing and some effort, and you're going to have to figure out what matters to you. What is it that you can put your effort into that's going to bear fruit for you? Yeah, I think I've said this. And also, don't be afraid to say what. Don't be afraid to say what it is you're really looking forward to doing. Okay. This part. Once you let go of the hurt and the pain, you're gonna realize like, oh, I like that. I like doing this. I wanna make this. You're in a period of time where you planted the seeds, like I said. Letting go is going to help them grow. Now it's like, okay, if I take my thought and put the effort to it, something good is going to happen. Okay. So I'm gonna end the reading there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this was helpful and resonant with you and for you. If you liked the reading, you know what buttons to push. And if you'd like to get in touch with me outside of YouTube, everything's in the description. I'm happy to help where I can. I'm happy to answer any questions. So if you have any feedback or concerns, comments, questions, let me know. Please keep it civil and open-minded. But I am happy to help where I can. So again, thank you for tuning in. I love you guys so much. And until the next reading, I will see you very soon. Bye, everybody.